Hello and welcome to this bonus video, Storng Man. Now, this is the first video that you watch, so it's probably first in magic, having a bonus video right at the beginning. But we wanted to explain what you get in the box because you get an extra little something as our first edition customers. The subsequent people that buy on the second and third batches and everything will not get this bonus. So we just wanted to get this in here straight away so that you understood what you get in your package. So first of all, let's get things out of the way. This is Storng Man. Let's go inside and have a look. Inside you will see you've got a Storng Man gimmick and an extra pin. Now the extra pin is actually the special part of this. Okay, this is the part which is the bonus part for you. But a quick overview of what Storng Man is, just so that you understand it, and then you can get all the full tips, handlings, routines, and everything like that from the main videos. So please do refer to them for those details. This is just a quick overview to explain to you what Storng Man is. So it is, for all intents and purposes, a nut and a bolt. Can't be bent or anything, but if you unscrew the nut down to about here and then you give it a tug, then that should free the pin that's inside there to drop down into your hand, which allows this now to bend, because this is actually a spring and not nut and bolt, funnily enough. As it's first, you've got this at first, you may have to tug quite hard to get it out because they're engineered to fit tightly. So you might have to give it a proper tug just to pop it out at first. Okay, so just give it a good tug, and then you might want to pop it back in a couple of times. That should just sort it right out for you, so that you have it working smoothly for you. That being said, that's the overview of what the gimmick is. Now let's get down to this bonus and why it's here. During the manufacturing process, we had a batch of pins made up for Storng Man with the gimmicks and everything, and we found that there was a slight chance that if somebody was really, really strong, or really wanted to, they might be able to bend the pin. Now obviously this is no good. So we commissioned a whole new batch of pins to be made. Okay, and the difference are the pin, one of the pins is a metal alloy. This is the one that possibly could be bent, and the other one is a stainless steel zinc coated unbendable bar, essentially. So how do you tell the difference between the two? It's actually very simple. There is the end cap. If you imagine these are nails and the heads of the nails, one is slightly thicker than the other. Okay, it's only fractional, but the one that is thicker is the metal alloy, and this is the one that could possibly bend, and the one that is thinner is the one that is the super strong stainless steel. Essentially, we were going to throw these all away. We were going to throw these metal alloy pins away in the bin. We weren't going to include them, we were just going to trash them. But due to a development that's happened since the manufacturing process and all this has been going on, it's actually a development from Mark Lavelle and Jimmy Strange kind of independently created a handling where if you took a bent pin and inserted it into your Storng Man gimmick, then the result would be you have a Storng Man gimmick that is bent and stays bent. It doesn't straighten back out. So this is why we're including this as a bonus for you, and just for you. Now there are pros and there are cons to this, okay? This is perfect for an Instagram video, social media, or promo video, or anything that you want to do like that. The only thing that it can't be done is it can't be inspected, because you can't have the pin in beforehand and you can't have the pin in afterwards and inspected, because if somebody takes this, due to the nature, they could rotate it. Okay, the bent pin allows it to rotate, which obviously feels like a wobble with the pin, which is no good for inspection. However, if you do this and you do bend it, you can hold it like this with the pin now fully inserted and ask them to feel it and push now, and it is solid. Okay, so as long as you hold on to it, they can feel that. So it's up to you whether you want to use this or not. Like I say, it's perfect for Instagram, it's perfect for social media, perfect for promo videos, and you'll even get away with it in a performance. You just can't hand it out. So that's entirely up to you and how you feel with audience management as to whether you want to perform this for a person or not. But we thought seeming as Mark Lavelle created the idea independently from Jimmy, Mark came up with the idea using a bent Allen key and inserting that into the Storng Man gimmick. We were going to just include that as a little bonus video, but because these pins can be bent, if you push them on the edge of a table, or if you are super strong and you are able to bend that, then we thought, why not include the pin? It's perfect for that handling. Now, as I say, this is just a bonus, so and it's a great little bonus. So what you want to do if you're going to perform this is have the bent pin slightly out. Okay. Now, this is hidden behind your fingers. As I rotate my hands like this, I'm actually pushing that bent pin in with the edge of my finger, okay? And I might give it a little shake and a bend like this. And now my thumb's pushing it all in, and you get this nice kind of bend happen. So this will be how the handling looks like in a performance, okay? You take the pin, and I would rotate my hands and shake it. And as I do this, you come up and you can now show that it's bent, okay? And you can quite fairly drop it on your hand, whatever you want to do. So that's one handling for this bent pin version. There is another little handling that you could also do as well, which we're playing around with. You want to start like this, with the bent pin half in, half out, like so. Okay, and this is just held behind your fingers. Okay, now you're going to do almost like a sort of spoon bend twist motion, credited to Banachek, and you can check that out on his Psychokinetic Silverware and his Psy series. But essentially you do this, and what's happening is I'm pinching the end of the gimmick between my forefinger and thumb, and then my other thumb is coming behind. So without cover, my other thumb is coming behind and just pushing that bent pin into place. Okay, and that all happens under the cover of your hands. So you're just going to hold it here like this, and you're just going to shake it, and as you shake it, your thumb just pushes that pin in, and that bends in full view with hardly any motion from your hands at all. And then you end up with this bent pin that you can have, like I say, you can have somebody touch it and feel it, but you just can't give it to them, okay? Alternatively, you could do this. You could have it straight and then put the bend in, like this. So you bend it just as much, and then under misdirection, you then come up and slide the pin in, and now you can drop it down and have somebody feel it. Okay, it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You may even find that you play around with it and come up with a nice little handling that suits you. Okay, but we thought, due to this development, we'd just include it for you. So once again, how do you tell the difference? Just so that you're clear. The pin that is stainless steel and zinc coated has a thinner end cap, a thinner head to it, and the fatter head one is the one that's the metal alloy. Now, due to the fact that these were manufactured separately, because we found out after the manufacturing process started, there's a tiny chance that you might need to just when you go to slot the stainless steel rod in, that it might not go completely in, because they're made so tightly that the zinc coating might just be a tiny fraction too thick. If there's a really simple solution to this, all you want to do, and you'll find that you'll see it if you put it in and the pin doesn't quite go fully in, okay, even if you really want to sort of push it, it might not go fully in. So what you want to do, and do try and pop it in first, because there is a click, by the way, so you should be aware of that. But if you have that issue, which I'm sure you probably won't, but we're just trying to cover all bases just in case. What you should do is get yourself just a little file like this one on my sort of pliers or penknife, and you just butt the edge of this up to the file, and you just want to give it a rub and rotate it. Okay, you want to do that a little bit, push quite hard, but not, you know, too hard, and then you want to just offer it up and just see, have a test, see how it goes in. If it doesn't quite go in properly, then just take it back out, do it a little bit more, and then test it again. Like I say, I'm sure you won't have this problem, but we just wanted to cover all the bases, okay? And that should only take you a couple of minutes to do, all right? And that's just so that you have the perfect fit, because these were made obviously separately. So that is the bonus handling that you, our first edition customers of Storng Man, get just as a nice little bonus. So I think you should just fast forward on now, watch the other video of all the proper handlings and all the tutorial for Storng Man with all the routines, and enjoy.